back to another weekend of streaming, casting some competitive Hell Let Loose games. I am the Dodge, your host. Today we have a really special one. It is going to be Greyhounds versus Helios, which if you are new to the community of Hell Let Loose, this is two powerhouse teams, I would say, in the space. You know, best of the best. So I'm hoping to see some really cool plays happening and some really competitiveness. We are going to be playing on Omaha. I'm going to be on the side of Greyhounds today for the Allies. And it will be Church. Velver Sunmer is going to be the point to capture. So, off rip, I would say this could be a little more German favored for Cap specifically. But looking at playing retakes, again, you kind of have to scale your expectations of these games towards who you're playing, like who's playing on the, who's playing the game. And these cities give Greyhounds a lot to work with. Also, we'll probably see some artillery fight, and then also we'll probably see some north fight as well. So I think, Allies overall probably have the advantage because they have the buildings up here. They have this to work with to spearhead, but it's going to be a fight nonetheless, as you do see they have a lot of openness here, so they kind of have to play on these roads, and they have to make sure they can stay in when it comes to playing right here. So about 20 seconds, though, for this game to kick off. Hoping I had some weird OBS issues last week where I had like a noise gate enabled for some reason that was kind of capping my pitch changes, if you will. So hopefully that's fixed for this week, and the game's not going to be too loud, but my voice is coming through beautifully. Here we go, though. We're ready to go. So, I'm expecting a lot of rocket snipes, maybe even some truck snipes. As we got Mage, and we have Sabinho as RD for both teams. I'm expecting a lot of shenanigans when it comes to artillery. As we see the truck open, I'm kind of just waiting for snipes. I like showing the map, kind of seeing what both sides are doing until we get the snipes or we hear a snipe. But it's good for teams to be able to see kind of what the other team did against them. As we see a 5 tank open, we have a light here, medium, and then 2 recons. Very interesting. You see 2 Whammos going to play north. Looks like some shots are hitting. Nothing landing, though. More rockets. Unfortunately, it's not a bad rocket, but just no one's there. We'll kind of stay on this until they arrive into church, see what they do, as you see a big fight coming to artillery as well. No trucks have gone down. Ooh. No, it doesn't seem like anything went down. Nothing's gone down yet. We see a double light open south. All right, here we go. It's time to dig in, man. This is the fight right here. Church is super stingy. So Lux is going to dive point immediately, I suspect, to get that cap pressure, as this Church is going to get satcheled pretty much the whole game. It's not going to be safe really for anyone until they eventually, push off of the point. As we see, though, Greyhounds is going to be able to make it into church. A lot of cap pressure, but that Lux is just not going to do them any favors. But they do have their own Stuart coming north. Potentially going to be able to have something to say about this. The Stewie's not going to have an angle, as Helios is going to continue to take this point. Lux is laying hate. Not sure where they're shooting, funny enough. They're coming through, though. Pretty good so far on the side of Helios to clear this backside of church. They don't really have much, if not for that. So honestly, it looks like a pretty good cap for them. We're going to take a quick look north. You see Helios is already kind of locking in here. A lot of Greyhounds down here. They're trying to build their line. But so far, Greyhounds are going to have to reset this front door off of Baker OP, but they're going to get into the south side, which is really the juice for them. But Cap's still going to go the way of Helios. Simply trying to push this church where Bonsai is. Pretty good church to have, to be honest. As you see that north side, brick rolled. Looks like they were trying to get a whammo, but that recon's there, so they're going to go ahead and blow. That's going to be taken care of. They just got to find brick rolled. Ooh, Luke does not. Or Luke. So they're going to reset this. We're going to switch to the south side briefly. They're going to control artillery battery. You see there's a lot of people. This is what's crazy. You play pub games, you play 36s, man. You're like, why are they sending so many people south? It's just how you have to play this, because if they don't, Greyhounds will. And it's just kind of, you have to play map wide against really good teams, man. You got to play map wide. As you see, they're literally edge to edge right now. Not a lot of room for whammos. It's a lot of skill. But we're going to see this front door start to get settled as Seth comes in. You're going to start seeing satchels most likely being placed on this church. Trying to time their pushes, you know, extravagantly. As we see the medium 4. Want to take a quick look at the tanks here, see what they have cooking. So Lux is still on point, going to go for Seth. You see the medium here. Shadow, Jack, and Buttman going to hunker down as they have 2 tanks kind of on their... Kind of has the advantage, I would say, in terms of peeking. It's going to be 2 tanks playing them pretty solid, as this recon is literally there, most likely to watch their back, and I'm not exaggerating that whatsoever. The Lux, though, is huge cap pressure for them to take hold of. Seems like Matthew, and Trump. Bubba. We're going to call him Bubba. Trump, Blue Clinton. Your name's going to be Bubba all game. That tank is the medium. I'm assuming that was the Stewie that was there earlier. Is gonna. They both seem to have gotten taken out. Maybe this is this one here, but they're going to send another tank down south. So that's going to be a medium here. A lot of tank going on right now, man. There's about like 6 tanks on the side of Greyhounds. Which is still 5, but... And they have an AT gun up as well. So... We're going to see it cook this front door. They're just trying to hold on to this south, which is where, again, what they need to do. Kind of keep track of what's going on this front door. Take a quick look at this here. Greyhounds are going to try to play this map edge wide. Meanwhile, rockets coming in. Holy, is that going to hit anybody? I don't know what. Not really sure. As we see, these 2 tanks are trying to find it. My peripheral's been real bad lately. There's this. Okay, a little closer down south here. Here's the medium. As you see the 2 tanks in the recon, gonna kind of posture up a little bit here. This is gonna be that Bubba tank. It's gonna be Yuz tank. The recon's gonna be a solo. He's watching an angle. He's not worried about that medium. But Yuz tank is gonna get that shot first, as the Greyhounds is gonna miss, and the rocket from Pop-Tart seals the fate of the medium. That's a huge development. As that medium just came up, there is still a Stewart. Gonna be probably playing behind. Yep. Gonna be playing behind. Not sure where that shot hit. Rockets coming in onto the P4. That Stewart's gonna have to kind of play smart there. As we see, going back to the church, cap is starting to go the way of Greyhounds just for a split second. As they are getting a lot of people on a cap, about 3 OPs in recon. This is a real good setup for them, as well as easy as well. As the only, I mean, they have the garrison and they have 2 OPs, a lot of backup OPs, but if they get pushed out of this church, it's not going to be pretty. That Lux goes down, cap is going to start going the way of Helios, or Greyhounds rather. So far, I mean, we're 5 minutes in, and this is hectic. This is super hectic. As Greyhounds are going to start on this cap. Going to kind of follow this. I want to see what this P4 is doing on artillery as well. See what they can do as Lux is coming in as well. I think they're trying to... They probably have heavy fuel by now, I would assume. Not 110% sure. As this P4 is going to push on to the Stewart and take him out. It's a good push by the P4 as we see... There's a Greyhound there. Lux is still pushing. Helios is going to stabilize, so really good job for them to be able to ring that back. No problem. No problem whatsoever. Take a look as the medium and the Stewart are still going to be playing like this manor area, if you will. So that's a good there. Something... Recon's going to get a look, but he's going to have to switch. Does he have enough time to switch to his gun? I don't even know. He's going to hit him. I just don't know if he can do anything to him, to be honest. But they are going to completely push this thing out. They just need... Oh, they can't really do much with the AT, though. As the P4 is going to be able to turn on this thing, I think, and take it out. Is he going to get one more shot? Unfortunately not. Lux is going to go down. Unfortunately missed that. Assume this is her right here. Did go down, so good job on that. Helios is re-establishing their front door as Cap was going the way of Greyhounds, but they have since recovered. As now this recon has opted to probably shoot down fire here. This is where the main push is going to be. So we're going to see development quickly in the north, see what's going on, as there is a whammo kind of going on with the recon, trying to get in behind. Some open field shenanigans. You know, I did promise Smithers some love. Definitely did not take money for this. Sorry, team. Smithers absolutely pushing in. Look at the technique. Gonna build the garrison. Might have just won the game for them. Might have just saved the game for Helios right here, right now, as he's gonna build this garrison. Let's see it. Trying to pick his spot. It's a risky business here. Every meter matters. Sorry, I'm done. Going back to front door. A lot of bodies here. This is one of the situations. So I love talking about this in game. In my cast, is that every time that your team looks like there's more people than the other team, you're doing something right, and that's exactly what it looks like. As it just looks like a sea of red. You look north, you look south, you look mid. It just seems like more Helios is up than Greyhounds, and every single point, which should not be possible, but yet here we are. And what that means is that Helios is doing a really good job of bouncing off the pressure and letting the game come to them, which is, you know, I think the best way to go about playing. You're up 3-2 against a good team. You just got to hold the fort down. Especially W in 71, it's not going to be easy for them to really push through. So, but, I mean, the game's still early, and they're still flickering. There's a lot of flexes, I'm sure, happening in the back line. As the contestation, it's not a done deal yet, even though they control Church. Greyhounds are going to start capping. This is really just proxy capping right now, because they're sending a lot of people south, a lot of people north. They're going to have to pull them back. As soon as they do, Greyhounds is ready, not letting them leave this front door. So, smoke coming down, I assume, from Greyhounds, as that's going to be a heavy finally coming up about 10 minutes into the game. First heavy for either side, as they're coming out around the same time. Cap still going the way of Greyhounds, as they're going to try to rush into this, but this squad, Pika, Calv, and Donald, all holding on for dear life. As they're trying to just get into Church. Surprised there hasn't really been satchels on Church, unless I've just missed them. But it seems like that's not something they're trying to take right now, as they are kind of getting into this north side. This Puma could be in trouble, as well as the P4. There's not really anyone watching them. There is an MG, worst guitarist actually, I take it back, but he is going to go down. So they have some coverage. They know these guys are getting pushed. That's good. They know where there's a spot that they're kind of lacking in. It's real important, as the cap is about almost 25% Greyhounds right now. As Helios did get dragged out, we're going to see if there's going to be a big spawn wave on this garrison, as McFox is going to go for it. As the spawn wave comes off, he's going to take out one. And unfortunately, it takes out two, unless that was Kaiser. But three are going to go down off that spawn wave. That's pretty huge. They know where the garrison is. So you're going to start seeing artillery just start raining down, as Greyhounds has three OPs pretty much on circle, one actually being in circle, as that's all going to be wiped. Icon going down as well. I was going to say, Icon needs to watch this. Kaiser is going to be on this garrison right away. There's a spawn wave, though. Oh, Widow and Major Pain absolutely saving the point here. Potentially, as bombing run from Greyhounds is going to come out. Cap about almost 50% for Greyhounds. That's a big spawn wave. It's going to be enough for now, as I assume Reinforce came out. Not yet, actually. That's going to be the last spawn wave off that garrison, though, as this thing's about to get rolled and wiped, as they're going to have to push in. Calvis going to die to that. There goes the garrison. As two OPs go down, though, so smart play by whoever that was to get the OP down before the garrison's completely lost, as they're going to start swapping to those. So McFox needs to keep on pushing. One push on this hedge, and then all of them are going to go down, as he does die, unfortunately. Start seeing the tanks kind of push in here too. Let's see it. Yuz tank. We have a two-man recon and the heavy all playing the south side. You can all see as we see a counter bombing run from Smithers inside of Helios. Not going to be as effective as, unfortunately, they've shifted more north compared to south side. Actually, it might take out some more friendlies than it will enemies. I think it just got a net 0 though on that, to be honest. So tanks are here for the support. They're going to actually save the point. As you see that, ooh, rocket from Postalovs. Absolute beam of a rocket. Going to try to nail this recon. He does get taken out. Is he going to fade away? Ooh, just barely misses as the tank's going to clean him up. That's going to be the heavy. But that would have been kind of sick. Dies, but still gets on the fadeaway. You love to see it. So Recon's dead. Yuz medium is still up. Not in a very advantageous spot though, as this heavy could just technically peek out. But to be fair, they don't know where the Tiger is presiding. As there are, the two tanks are kind of... Oof, there goes the medium. So medium's going to die to the Tiger. That's going to be a Rick. I'm not sure what is getting ricked. I believe that was the Steward. I don't think the 76 is going to be able to get an angle on this. This P4 is relatively uncontested right now, even as the cap is starting to go back the way of Greyhounds. They still have not been able to... Helios has not been able to fully get them out of the cap. Helios, absolute wipe. Again, if they just... Someone who just walk right here, man, they're going to wipe so many spawns. I think Fabi's at least going to get one. So that's huge. Calvas kind of needs to stay alive here. So Fabi's going to run for it. One more spawn to beat. China guy's going to take him out, so that's good, but there's still the damage of being done. Garrison's still up, though. It's not the end of the world for him. We're going to shift a little bit to the north here. See what the fight is looking like. P4 is still in a very advantageous spot, but you see some Greyhounds are starting to dig in a little bit, starting to dig into this backside. That is not a situation Helios wants to find themselves in, as it seems they kind of just bullied their way through and got in. Not good at all, as there is going to be an OP somewhere on this hedge line. As far as bad up, doesn't see these people. I'm not sure what his angle is, though. He might be a little more elevated. But P4 is going to sense this. Spidey sense is going off. They know, they have a hunch where this garrison is, or this OP is, as they're going to take it down. Great job by the medium. Potentially just saving that push. But while they were dealing with the backside, they sent some people back. Even 2 or 3 is enough. Greyhounds is shifting the pressure immediately to this front door, as here they come marching yet again. Cap about 20%. Medium's gonna have to come back. Now if they could tempo this, the heavy might be able to actually snag an angle here on the medium. I don't know if it has the angle. I'm trying to see. I don't know if they're lining up the shot. There's the ping. They know it's there. There's the shot. So medium's gonna get hit. I don't think the heavy's gonna have a follow-up shot, unfortunately, but they are gonna get one shot on that medium. As there is... Tiger is still playing north. One medium for Greyhounds is coming out. They have 2 tanks total right now, I think. Unless I'm missing one. Nope, just the 2. As Helios also only has 3, actually. So cap about 50%. This is the scary zone here because they have made it to that hedgerow, unfortunately, as the medium is there as well. Artie is just going to be raining down right now. So good clear by Helios, but for how long? As G9R is going to be right there just waiting to take that garrison out, but Artie's going to be slamming down. They don't necessarily need to take it out if Artie's just slamming on that spot. Ooh, just missing the spawn wave. That could pay to be a little... It could pay to be a little detrimental. Every time your timing's off a little on the spawn waves, it's pretty rough. Kaiser going to take out Widow. And also get taken out himself. Cap approaching 60% as this medium is still... Yo's medium has been up, man, for every game, just a medium. But that's going to completely wipe them now. So they have, again, 2 spawns here. They're going to get a good spawn wave off the garrison, though. Artie's about to rain down, though. They takes out 1. It's just Calvis to remain. Don't think he got the satchel off. Yo's going to get out the tank. Oh, my God. I don't think the satchel is on. The Lux is going to help in and try to push. 80% cap right now for Greyhounds. If Greyhounds takes this, this is going to be, as the reinforce is going to come out, but unfortunately it's just a medium in circle. I don't know if that's enough. I don't even know if that medium's in there, as the Lux is going to get taken down by that 76. It's in a really good angle. It's pinning down this P4. I would not want to be. I wonder what the comms are looking like right now for them, because that is kind of hilarious. Cap going to go the way of Greyhounds, so it seems. It's just the medium to remain. As this thing's going to get smoked out, and they're going to get it. But Cap going the way of Greyhounds. About 15 minutes of literal continuation of an onslaught. As the next point's going to be rear battery, as they have made it through. Helios has no idea. But they have a garrison behind. And they're coming. As they're already shifting up. I wonder if they're just going to kind of abandon this south side a little bit and start going for this. But we're going to probably see, I would assume 2 or 3 more SLs probably spawn on this garrison here in a second. Cap going back the way of Helios, though. Helios not wanting to just give this up for free. That's just going to be a straight proxy cap on top of just a P4. As soon as the P4 steps out, though, you got to wonder, it's probably going to... So now Seth needs to finish this thing off, though, because if they don't kill the P4, they kind of just engined it in... They just engined it in the cap, which is not good, by the way, because they engined it in the cap, so this thing can't even leave if it wanted to, and they haven't taken it out. I've never seen a situation such as this. Dean's going to be here, though, and I would like to imagine that this is going to... As soon as this... Oh, Dean's not going to... Scoot Dog is actually being a beast right now. Knowing this P4 is pretty much all they have in terms of cap. Cap almost 50% the way of Helios. Again, as soon as his P4 dies, but this thing is engined. So now Cap, I think it was just the reinforce out for Greyhounds. I think they're trying to change this cap because they're like, hey, we're gonna cap this if we just need a little bit of time on this and we can get into rear battery. But it seems like it's gonna flicker probably both ways for both teams, right? So contestant on rear. We're going to flick quickly to rear as they're continuing to take. See what is happening. Looks like the whammo is kind of just working. No spawns for Helios on this. Wondering what the play here is. If it's one to get in circle, they're just trying to cause them to get off defense at least so they can reset this. Not sure, but they are pulling a lot of people back. Instead of going in this front door, they have to go back to defense. And that garrison is still going to remain. Is that P4 still up? P4 is still up. No way. And there's another P4 here as well. Not sure. I think just splashing the backside of that as the heavy is still just playing this wall here. Now the supply truck siege is going to get met. Medium, medium. So 3 tanks up currently. P4, dude, this is insane. This thing is still up. I'm actually gonna zoom it out because the foliage isn't spawning in, so I actually have a good view of the tank. We'll take that. So we'll kind of see the backside here. This P4 is finally gonna kind of back it on up. I don't know what they're shooting at. Cause here's the heavy. Heavy's on the road. It's like a medium I'm not seeing. Maybe this one. I don't see where that medium's at though, to be fair. So this thing's gonna try to make it out alive though, which is incredible, might I add. So it's 3 mediums here for Helios, and then the heavy. Heavy's gonna play this road, P4. So we're gonna have 3 tanks here, and then they have the 3rd medium there. So they're really trying to lock this down. Kind of check on the whammo. Helios doing a really good job of closing in on that and making sure that it's not becoming any more, kind of putting an end to that while they can. But This box out. This is not the place you want to be boxed out in, to say the least. This is tough. What's gonna happen is that it's hard to push. They really can't get anything behind them. They're gonna try. They should try, but it's hard to get anything behind them in game modes like this, or games like this. But Widow's going for it, taking out one. It's a pretty good start, as that's gonna be the P4. That's a rep station. Pretty massive actually that goes down. But all the tanks are gonna be full. Widow's gonna go down again. This is where it's real tough. As you see the cap again, it's just proxy capping because they have more people in the circle. Kind of just tells Greyhounds, hey, we got something here. Kind of see, if you've ever been on this push, man, it sucks. It's not fun at all. But they've prepped for this. I'm sure they've played it a million times. Kind of see Cap still going the way. Finally taking out that garrison, just the recon to remain. I'm not worried about this Cap at all. I wouldn't if I was Helios either. Assuming they're ferrying up another tank. That's exactly what they're doing. As that P4 is going to go down. Again, not completely sure to what, to be completely honest with you. I think that heavy had an angle. Really? Nah, there's no way. I have no clue. Oh, just this guy. I see him. That medium right there took him out. So, smart heads up play though, to go and ferry this medium up. So you still see two mediums here. That medium has opted to go down south now, try to push that map edge. So they're pretty much still at full strength, so to speak. Take a quick look at artillery battery. Map edge is a tough push. Novers and Cap K. So Cap K is gonna get the revenge on his fallen brethren. Now, if you're just not joining us, this is Greyhounds versus Helios on Omaha Beach. Beerville being our midpoint. So you can see, dude, they're just getting behind. Kind of insane, if I'm being honest. Hour to go in this game, still plenty of game left, but it's been all Greyhounds prep for the last 5-10 minutes, trying to make this midpoint, trying to capture rear. As though Cap just flickering on point, just gonna be a proxy, but still enough to warrant my attention, I would say. This Jack's tank is gonna be hurting just a little bit, trying to GTFO. That medium is still holding down this church. Thought at least. So that heavy, there's two heavies now. As the medium actually went down south in these orchard farms. It's gonna be a heavy coming to help out this front door, I believe. Tanks. Heavy, that's the medium. Trying to splash something. As they're going to start getting in from behind though. Cap is going to start going the way. Contested at least on rear battery. You can just see, man, like this is all in their back line right now. Getting behind their front door. Cap going to start going the way of Greyhounds. Don't know where that garrison is exactly. There she is. If they know. Damn. That was insane. So first garrison gonna go down. Still have the garrison on point. Kind of keep track of these tank engagements here. You see Yuz tank backing it up. I think one P4, that Jack P4 did go down. This medium is trying to back out. I don't know. There's a rocket actually from Nike. Close. Has Fred as well. So Fred and Nike, I think both going to try to hone in on this P4. See if they can get a shot on it. You can just see, man, like the sea of blue. Trying to go for Fred. Not quite able to get him, though. It's going to keep on backing it up as the heavy's going to start putting in the gas a little bit, I think. Should be able to take out this P4 relatively cleanly. This thing is grasping right now. I think he has the angle. I think this medium is dead. Nope. Never mind. Doesn't seem quite yet. Maybe backs up. Oh. Ooh. I think you would see him. Really good reverse parking or driving though, to be honest. Really solid. Just getting the fuck out of there. So that medium's gonna live to see another day. Oh, he's not reversed. The gun is just reversed. I was like, damn, dude, this guy is great at this shit. Ooh, we're gonna take a shot from Nike though. Unfortunately, missed the first one, I think. I'm actually not sure. That might have been from Fred. Is he gonna get another shot off? Nike's gonna have one more shot at this. Oh, unfortunately, just cannot get it. As the tank's kind of just completely like GTFO'd. You see kind of the spread here. They're gonna completely take this over. So front door is gone for Helios. Complete reset. Oh man. That is a tough one. As there is still going to be this garrison south from Whiskey. Gonna try to hold on to this. But man, oh man. This is the shit I'm talking about, where this is a terrible, like this box out is, you know, we still have an hour, 55 minutes left in this game. I never want to say like the game's over. I'm just going to say the game has gotten significantly harder for Helios to win. Right? It's super hard to make it out of this. Like good teams do not really make team mistakes like this, and they do not let go of their lead, to say the least. As we kind of see, I mean, look at this, dude. Look how many people there are for Greyhounds compared to Helios on these spots. They have like 3 or 4 guys holding it down compared to like, you know. So, it's close thus far. I think we just went live on Twitch, or sorry, YouTube. I don't stream on Twitch. Let me just make sure. Sounds good. Perfect. Just double checking, making sure that, you know, everything's coming through just fine on what's called on my end. There we go. Okay. We're good. I've been having some weird dropping frame issues, so I'm just trying to make sure that that is behind us. We're back though. Okay, so pretty good. There's a big, like I said, there's a big spread right now, man. So there's a couple, okay, while we have some time, let's talk about this. First of all, tanks, really good job repositioning. They have a heavy north. Mediums are kind of just like reorging, right? Firing off probably shots from spawn if I had to guess. But a couple things to think about right now is they can't really get whammoed, and they shouldn't get whammoed now. So that's a plus. It means that they can kind of force their direction a little bit more consistent, right? which is a good thing. It's a really good thing. Tanks are going to be fighting. It's going to be a medium on a heavy. That medium either baits himself or... But Greyhound's tanks right now is absolutely shredding right now. As that south is even going to go down too. Now they're trying to get set up on orchard farms, but heavy's going to be in this open field. I don't think... I mean, they are starting to cap here, which is... I mean, they have 3 tanks in cap sector. But a light tank is being loaded. Medium is playing here. Heavy's playing map edge. And they already have fuel for another heavy. Oh, man. But, I mean, timer, they have to wait a long time. What the heck? I don't get why it's happening lately. Dude. What is going on? Apologies in about 30 minutes. But it just seems like my bitrate is just wanting to like shoot itself. Not really sure why. Come on. Jesus. So you're looking at the front door though. They're kind of just playing ping pong right now. See, the tanks are literally just going to be jiggle peeking each other for the next 50 or so minutes. Oof, medium's going to take a hit on that P4 though. Or sorry, the heavy's going to take a hit on the medium, what I meant to say. I don't think he's going to get another shot off though. Oof, fortunately not. See a medium, and a heavy though. As you see, it's gonna be a medium, heavy, a light. And try to just kill some infantry, but I don't know what angles they might have actually, to be frank. So this is really good play actually. So the Lux is going to start trying to just kind of clear some infantry, clear some spawns. Sometimes it's, you know, the best thing you can do. It surprises them and you want to clear some OPs. It's pretty detrimental to the enemy. That Lux is going to get rocketed immediately though, and there it goes. Unfortunate to say the least. They're trying to get something south though, I respect it. Kind of take a quick peek here. They have a pretty good force of people down here. Trying to get something cooking down here against these mirage of OPs. So I'm saying the point is literally all the way up here, and they have like 3 OPs down here, 5 OPs down here. That's how you have to play, man. Cap starting to go the way of Greyhounds though. This is unfortunately one of those situations where if they lose rear battery, it's a chance of a roll, just because Greyhounds, and the point's right there, so it's possible. So Cap's still going the way of Greyhounds. They're slowly marching in. Those tanks are just, oh man. The heavy's even up here now too. But they're getting a good fight at least. Cap about 40% right now. bombing run coming out for Helios. Actually, giving pretty good bombing run and kind of wipe that front door a little clean. It's gonna take out 3, potentially 5. Yeah, it's gonna get 5 people. Pretty good bombing run, I would say. Good success. Good success. So now they have a bombing run of their own. Fortunately, there's no garrison for Helios anywhere near. They're gonna start capping again though. And there's nobody on point really. Just spawns currently. So I don't know. Bobby gonna get it down. Oh man. Reveling in his success. But looks like they're gonna get out. Does Newbie know? Oh, he's gonna get 1, he's gonna get 2, and then Nami goes down as well. That tank is cooked. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate because that tank is dead. So they're just gonna go ahead and 4th gear that, try to kill some friendlies. But it's gonna get shot anyway, but then here comes the satchel. Boom, it's gonna kill Ant maybe. Did it go off? P-strike. Where's that P-strike at? Dude, there's just too much happening. Stewart's gonna go down. Medium or heavy's all right though. Jeez, what happened to that satchel? I don't know. Cap's still going back and forth though, as they're kind of veering into this. Medium's gonna make a dive, potentially dangerous, as that kind of just wipes some tank advantage. They have 1 heavy that's kind of being watched by two heavies themselves. You see that medium's gonna be on point. That's gonna be an immediate cap. So they're gonna just bulldoze in, try to take out anything they can. As of right now though, there's no spawns on point. There's gonna be a P4 right there. I don't even think he knows he's diving. Oof, gonna brick that shot though. Ooh, Garrison right there. They're gonna see it. Ooh, Garrison goes down, and so does those 5 people that just spawned. That's not good. And that's gonna. That medium's just giving chase right now. As this heavy. This is like Looney Tunes right now. Good lord. Good lord. Seems like their job is done though. They got the garrison. So I think it's a win. Cap about 40% for Greyhounds. Is this guaranteed though? I don't know. I mean, there's still 2 OPs. A medium that can dive. I don't know if there's a heavy that can really peek this. In a position to peek this. Doesn't look like it. Cap over almost 60% though. Potentially dangerous here. About halfway left in this game. Cap about 60% right now. Helios might have to look for, I mean, reinforce isn't really going to do anything. They have to get in circle. So maybe reinforce now with the tank, but that medium might be enough to stop the cap. Fortunately not. Not the best situation to be in, as that's going to be ketamine. Cap about 80-90%. We'll see if doesn't look like they're gonna be able to get a response on this, so they're just gonna have to kind of reset. As this point is going to Greyhounds though. It's P4, however. Don't know where this one came from. It's gonna be Yo's tank though. I think they're gonna ultimately die, unfortunately. Oh no, they couldn't. That heavy couldn't get on the same page as each other. Gunner wasn't moved, or they moved a little too much. Call out is being made. I mean, ultimately, this P4 really can't do much. Right. There's a Rick. They're gonna be kissing. This is So there goes the P4. Greyhounds cat, by the way, if you missed that. So we're now on the 5th point. Oh no. What? My internet just died? Uh-oh. Uh... I don't know what is going on. Seems I dropped though, that's not good. It's ridiculous. Okay. Great. Great. We're back though, but fucking annoying. Looks like we're back though. That's just kind of irritating, to say the least. 41 minutes left in this game though. Greyhounds are in control. Stats are going off. So they're gonna try to push in this front door. They're fairly close to being able to cap on this, and they're in their HQ. So they're marching right now. 40 minutes left in this game though. How Greyhounds has been playing though, I just can't. I'm not sure I can see it. Getting better for Helios. P-strike coming out. Oof. Gonna smack the ass of that tiger. Badger just felt a little shock is all. It's kind of crazy he didn't kill that. But, so front door temporarily wiped out for Helios. Greyhounds is working that south though, for sure. Can't check on. But you can see how wide these guys are playing, man. Absolute insanity. Helios is kind of might be over respawning a little bit. I mean, they really shouldn't send that many people here, to be fair. But I mean, you look at the difference right here. They're about to load front door, and they have this road. They have yellow road. That's pretty key. Even guitars. That was even guitar set shot. I don't even know it. Oh, Robo. Good crossfire by them right now. Gonna try to knock on this front door. Maybe get a cap going. Rocket's going out. Yeah, is still back there. I don't know for how long. Did he just be back here all game? That's how you disconnected? That's the case, it's kind of crazy. Tanks are just... I mean, dude. Look at this. This is the situation we're in right now. 4 tanks. Oh. Within, like, 2 meters of each other, man. It's a tough going. One of the tanks gonna try to make a move. Still just fighting this front door, man. This is tough. They are gaining space, but now Helios is really just lining up in this hedge, saying, "Hey, we don't want you really being able to walk super freely." 35 minutes left in this game, though. You're gonna need a prayer to get on rear, man. Only person in the back line is literally Yeah, if it's not one thing though, it's another, man. It's stupid. I just don't know what's going on with my upload, fortunately. Hopefully it won't affect the VOD too much. Cooked is just rolling. Take a quick look south here. Trying to make something happen. Nah, me taking out Never. I mean, pretty good play right now. They need to get back on this road. It's definitely the right call for them. See where the tanks are playing. This medium. Free balling it. I mean, I doubt there's satchel, but there's ketamine in it. This medium just existing. Oh god, here we go though. Greyhounds making their move onto Beaumont. Not that close of an OP yet, but that's a burst of people. Wondering if we're gonna see a cap start to go their way soon. I mean, there's so many tanks and pressure. It's going to take a lot to cap, but they have the bodies in point. So do Helios. I mean, look at this one bombing run though, and it's going to be very beneficial for them. Take Garrison. Yeah, they just bombing ran literally like this road, man. That'd be huge. So Widow, nope, still up. Airhead's coming out. You'd imagine 4 Greyhounds. So you can kind of start to whiff the play together right now, because you could see here comes the bombing run, here comes the airhead, here comes the medium. It's going to take out the Garrison. Take out a lot more too. See if Bonsai, see if the medium can hold this. Oof, already just gonna take that out. Medium gonna take a round from, I'm not sure who. From behind. Oh, the medium that was literally right there. It's gonna be Jack's medium taking out their medium. Airhead's not gonna live longer than. They're gonna strafe. I think Smurf should be. Grenade should be enough, and it was. As I actually somehow gave Helios. Were able to sneak back in a little bit to their south. Cleared it out a little bit, but they're still fighting. 1 OP on point. I think a satchel will do them wonders. Satchel, like literally this right here. There's the medium pushing. That's going to take out the OP. So that's a good splash by that heavy from Badger's tank. And that seems like that's going to be enough for them to deal with this push. Medium and heavy here. They should see it. They should know about it at least. If not, the flare's about to show them. There it goes. So there's a tank on the move. There's the tank here. That P4 south is actually in good position. Nothing really watching it all too well. What the hell? What? What is going on? I don't know if that was a satchel or what, but heavy's down. I don't know, my audio's just dead. Hopefully you guys can hear. I have no idea what is going on. I can't hear anything, but OBS is telling me that volume's coming through, so I'm hoping. I don't know. Nope, I still can't hear anything. I'm just gonna try. I can't, dude. Yeah, dude, what the fuck is going on today? I apologize. I don't truly know. I've never had this happen before. P4 gonna be crushing down though. tanks are trying to posture that heavy to go down, which does suck. They're bringing the next one up, but sucks nonetheless. 28 minutes to go. The heavies are going to try to dive here, or the mediums rather are going to dive here. I'm not really sure the play, if I'm being honest. Oh god. Flurg, never mind. They're goated. Flurg unfortunately got ran over. So that was not good for him. Had no idea a tank was there and just ran right into it. That's gonna take out the medium on point. That's pretty big. As the heavy trying to work map edge right now. Yeah, I mean the tanks do have an advantage because they're right there. Yeah, I don't know, I still can't hear anything. That medium just took an abuse, but somehow it's still alive. So it's like exchange phone numbers because one medium went in, the other one's not trying to go in. There's a widow. He's gonna try to get the satchel on, and he does. So medium satcheled. I think he just knifed him. I don't I think he knifed him. Oh, look at this. Is the face of that guy. Oh man. Oh, so tank's just gonna chill there though. Alright, I just need to be sure. I'm gonna try to quickly reset my game. If I can. Hopefully I don't miss too much. I don't know what's going on today. This is really bad. No, I think my network, my audio just crashed for everything. I don't know. This sucks. Okay, I'm just gonna pray that sound is coming through. And I just can't hear anything. So we're just gonna fucking pray. So much of the same story though for this game. They're pushing this point, now they're like completely control the north. Just shoving in. They're gonna be able to make this on a point pretty easily as there's a Lux there as Ari gonna get a free 2-piece on this thing. There's a heavy here as well, dude. Oh no. Good response, and the Artie just takes him out. That's unfortunate. So Lux lives to see another day. Helios is going to respond to this north push from them. Medium finally is going to go down. Greyhounds is slowly getting to that north, man. Slowly, but Helios did a really good job recovering. P4 trying to do its best. They reclaimed the north though. It's a good job. That was a really dangerous push. So now they got to redo front door, but south is also kind of tricky here. .22 minutes left in this game. Can Greyhounds close out the 5-0, or can Helios bounce back? Going to quickly see if I can about this. Okay, we're back. Holy dude. Unbelievable. Hopefully you guys had audio that whole time. Now you do. Oh my god. There we go. Good lord. I've never in my life had so many issues. Hoping... Whatever. We're back. 19 minutes. Let's finish this strong. Best we can. Despite all these issues. Greyhounds pushing in from the south. Doing a good job. Also having that presence north. Oof. That's going to be a medium going down to this heavy. Peeking that T crossroads there. Greyhounds. Nope, just no P spawn, but they're charging in. It's going to be super hard for them to take this though, just because of the nature of the point and all the tanks they have. As the heavy's also going to get in, they have to start getting some satchels on these tanks, unfortunately, to really make it matter. P4 is going to get pinged too. This is a good start cleaning house here. Not sure what quite hit that P4. But the heavy's gonna dive. Might. Not sure if that's the right play, to be fair. I don't think Fred got a satchel off on that Lux or anything. So there's gonna be a satchel that's gonna clear that. So there goes the OP. So that's gonna be on the side of Helios' satchel. Then really good job whoever did that to clear that up. So that's gonna be a reset, as they are fighting in HQ, which I think is super funny. Kind of just like crazy, and you just can't kill Artie. It's the only thing. Just don't kill Artie. You throw the game for your team. Holy, look at that north side, man. It's like, please don't, no shenanigans. Don't throw the game by killing Artie, man. It's not worth it. That's gonna be a tank dead, though. I think it's gonna be the Lux. No, it's actually a medium. They had a medium through there. Fortunately, it's not enough. They are attacking on all sides right now, trying to zone out this top. And then also they have people coming from south, and they have that. Ooh, let's see. This thing is in a dangerous position, potentially. Quite dangerous indeed. That's going to be a flare for the Germans. Just going to be good to see what they're dealing with. How many rats are around. Ooh, absolute clear there. They keep on getting on a point, man, but they just... Proxy is so important. I just don't think they're going to have with all these tanks that are in point, man. Just a medium. Now there's a heavy upstairs, too. Now they can kill a medium. They just need to get more people in circle as well. Part of the issue. There's gonna be an airhead for Helios. Unlikely. But 15 minutes in a dream. Let's see if what comes of it. Let's see if they do definitely see it. They hear it. It's like Bo is on his way to deal with it, so we'll keep an eye out on that, but unfortunately it doesn't seem like it's going to work for Helios. I think they may get one more if I'm doing my math correctly, but I'm not 110% on that. Not find it? It might survive long enough to get a spawn wave. Nope, there it goes. Okay, they're gonna take care of that. As Greyhounds finally has the point flickered, and they start capping. Here we go. This is it right here. This is the culmination of everything. I think if Greyhounds has a bombing run, this would again be the place to do it. Garrison's right here, just wipe this whole road, to be honest with you. They started capping without they're contesting. They need more people on circle. They have 1, 2, 3 OPs that should be filled. But their tanks kind of need to do something too. They may need to make a dive, but they really can't. This point is going back and forth on contestion. Coming out. They're gonna try to get an airhead on this backside. The problem is that this tank can literally see right where their airhead dropping is. That's gonna be a satchel going off. Not sure for what side. Doesn't really matter. There goes the heavy though. That's actually kind of huge. The medium's going to come up from the south and take it out. That's a heavy down. Not a place you want to be. Oh, don't tell me. Okay, no. He's still there. They're going to back up, though. Wait. Where's this dropping? Looks like that airhead is dropping exactly where I thought it was going to drop. Takes it out. That's pretty huge. There's potential. Oh, because the heavy left. No, he had the angle and everything. Oh, no. Is that going to be the difference maker? Is that going to be the game? The fact that this airhead's going to live, and that heavy literally had the lineup for it, man. He was shooting at it and left as soon as the airhead dropped. That's unfortunate, to put words lightly. There's going to be the spawn wave. Relatively clean right now. And they're going to start capping this, and they're going to go all in on this, I believe. There's a strafe. Bombing runs out. Garrison's down. 1, 2 OPs to the east, to the west. 3, 4, 0, 5, 6 OPs north, but they're getting zoned out now. Here comes the cap. Tanks need to start moving up, I think. Maybe a medium. There's a little bit of a whammo going on over here, but they're losing point. About 40% almost cap for Helios, or for Greyhounds here. As a bombing run of their own gonna come across. You know, finally take the airhead out. I think the airhead spawn would have been done anyway, but that's gonna kill two Greyhounds people, but they still have spawns. They have a lot of spawns. But it's gonna be enough for them to hold on to this cap for the time being. As now they're funneling in from the north, so that's a good bombing run to keep them in this game. But Greyhounds is about to restabilize on these OPs. Now they're kind of charging in head front on this, as both their tanks are pretty much tied up north, but they're going to try to push down to help out the fight here as the cap is going back the way of Greyhounds. Oof. Here comes the medium. As soon as this thing dies, they're still capping even with the medium in point. There's a contestation. No reinforce yet. Smithers opting to hold on to it as long as he can. Tank getting immediately wrung out. We'll see. And there comes the heavy is going to join in circle as well. Could prove to be disastrous, but for the time being, it's hopefully going to be okay. Oh, the reinforce did come out. I must have missed that. Good to see. That's going to be a hit from that south heavy. Going to have an angle on that P4. I think it will end up killing it. Does it have the angle? Does it have the time? Does it have the shot? I don't think so, actually. As this guy's going to move in. I think they see the other heavy there. Fred's going to call it out. He's going to get a hit on it. Actually, this heavy sees it, and it's backing up right into it. I don't think it knows where the heavy is. Is he going to be able to get another shot on it? Is that GG? It is. That heavy's dead. Wow, what a play. That's a heavy down, so no heavies for Helios right now. Absolute heartbreak in Beaumont Road. As you would think, this is coming towards the end. Garrison's going down. 2 heavies and a medium come crashing in here. And as long as the infantry honestly play, it really should be GG here, in my opinion. This is where I would airhead if I had it, but obviously, even with reinforce is gone, they don't really have anybody in circle anyway. This very well might be the game. That's going to be a medium on the side of the Allies going down, but who cares? Oh, wait, that's the heavy. Actually, no, that's the heavy. Heavy dead. Not really sure to what, to be honest. There's some shenanigans, I think, going on here. Funny. So 60-70% cap. This is all Greyhounds. I just can't see this going the way of Helios at this point. That's about 80% cap for Greyhounds. And there goes the medium. P4 dead. And as soon as this thing gets back in, P-Shrug, I think, he's just throwing up a prayer. It direct impacted, but not the guy he wanted. And that's going to go ahead and do it, I think, for us here. Greyhounds versus Helios. GG's, Helios. GG's, Greyhounds. Quickly, before we finish this broadcast, I am really annoyed that I had as many issues as I did this game. Especially for such a big game, too. It always sucks when that shit happens. So hopefully the VOD itself isn't too cooked. Hopefully it's fine. You started off really good, but then shit just happened. So, I'm apologizing for the unknown. But thank you so much for tuning in. GG's.